Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining me today, and thank you for listening. Really appreciate anyone that comes to join me and to listen. This is my journey as well as it is your journey. So I'm learning as much as everyone else is as well today. So I just wanted to share a bit of fun. So my friend last year for Christmas gave me a little happiness jar, and basically it's a little jar with twinkle lights in it, and it's got little messages in that you can just pull out to cheer you up whenever you feel like you need a little bit of an uplifting message. So I just want to thank my friend Marie. You're a star. I love it. Thank you so much. And I know that she's working really hard at the moment making these jars for other people, so she's working her little fingers to the bone, bless her. So my little message that I pulled out today, a lovely little message. You probably can't read it there, it's a little bit backwards. So if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. So I think a really powerful message for the whole of 2020, really, that there's been lots of challenges kind of presented at our feet, and all challenges are soul nourishment. We all come out better for it. So challenges are good things. A little bit of suffering now and again is a good thing to challenge ourselves, because when we get over the challenge and we're looking back on it and we're thinking, wow, I got through that, I actually do have strength. I have a lot of capacity within me that I didn't realise that I had. So it's challenges are learning journeys. So that's why I'm here doing this, challenging myself as well. Okay, so V-Day. So today is the day that the first person was vaccinated. I just wanted to talk about this because I feel that this will be another separation, another dividing people, the pros and the con group. I think one thing to take away from it is compassion for people's choices and decisions. So if you are vulnerable and you feel that the vaccine will benefit you, and then that's fine. We need to appreciate people's fear in this situation, and have compassion towards people's decisions, choices, fears, feelings and emotions. Have compassion. If you're a person that is thinking, no, it's not for me, then that should be okay too. There are so many different perspectives that people have, and I feel whatever your perspective is on it, that is to honour the other person's, because we are only in our shoes, we are not in another person's shoes. So none of us can make decisions for the people. So it's just to say, have a little bit of compassion out there, everyone, for people's decisions, choices, emotions and feelings around vaccines. People keep asking me about it. Wendy, what's your perspective on it? Because I feel like I will be asked this, so I might as well share it now with you. For me, my personal decision would be, I'm not in any health vulnerable state anymore. I was at one point, but not anymore. And through that journey, I've learned so much about my health, my body, my DNA, about everything. I know that DNA is changeable. It can even be changed by the human voice. So I know kind of like some DNA changing factors. It wouldn't really bring any benefit to me that I've already got. I don't know, that I don't want to sound like I'm coming from a privileged position either, because there are people that do not share the same learnings or beliefs as I do. So I was there at one point as well, so this is why I need to respect other people's perspective and viewpoints as well. So would I have it personally? My choice would be no, because I wouldn't feel personally that I would need it. And I just think if your system is okay and it's running efficiently, don't break some, don't try to fix something that isn't broken. That is just my perspective, and I know a lot won't agree with that, and that's fine as well, and some may agree with it, and that's fine as well. So it's just have compassion for those who do and those who don't. Compassion, everyone, please. Okay, so back to the topic of the day. So the topic of the day is from about last Thursday, there was another portal opening, lots of light energy coming in, lots of healing energy coming in, and that's what we're all here for in this time, to bring lots of healing from our histories. And basically what happens is, from our histories in past lives, some of those traumas can be brought through on our DNA in this life. So I just want to talk a little bit about past traumas and how they are presenting themselves kind of like here and now in this life for you in your body, and what in from past histories you may have encountered just some limiting beliefs about yourself. So this is a self-discovery journey about yourself as well, about your DNA, about past traumas, but they will be presenting themselves in your now moment, here and now. They'll be presenting themselves as stiffness, as aches and pains, as just discomfort, and basically they are here as a beautiful little message to say, I'm here, this trauma in your past, please be conscious and aware of it, please deal with me in a loving manner. And so what we tend to do as well is kind of like when aches and pains come up, it's kind of the primary response sometimes is kind of like to reach for a painkiller or something like that. That's fine, none of it should suffer. There are some other ways of pain relief as well. I know in Lyme disease, I didn't take any painkillers at all. I used a quantum cold laser, a scale wave laser. I couldn't afford a brand new one. I just dropped really lucky. I was looking for about a year for one of these things. I just dropped really lucky and managed to find a second-hand one on eBay. It was just such a lucky find. They can be really, really good for pain relief. So a scale wave quantum cold laser. You can check them out, the information on them. I found it was really helpful for me. Obviously I've done treatments with other people with it as well, and other people have borrowed it from me, and it's really good for pain relief. Also as well, I use visualization techniques or meditation to help ease just the odd ache and pain that comes and goes. I think what we tend to do is fight the aches and pains and kind of like, I don't want it, I hate it, it feels uncomfortable, it's disgusting, please get rid of it from me. And that is the initial response, and you're human, we've all done it, we've all been there. But the divine side basically says, send love to it. I mean, the Chinese practices have been doing these for centuries. They actually send love to their aches and pains and various, all of their body, and they can do this on a daily practice. So they do that. I have tried it, and for me it worked, but we're all different, so it depends on your beliefs and how powerful your beliefs are. We're all different. But for me it did help. Breathing into the pain, acknowledging it, recognising, saying thank you for it. It's a message of something that I've needed to deal with in my past and in my now moment. Thank you for it. I'm sending love to it, I'm loving it. And it kind of, when I do that now, the pain it quietly subsides over time, quietly subsides. So that is one practice that I have that I'd like to share with you. Give it a whirl, it's free, So things that have been coming up since last Thursday's portal opening and healings and energy is neck, back, pelvis and legs. So just a little brief run through of what those body parts and messages are maybe telling you is: neck is knowing your potentials, back is feeling stress, so you kind of putting stresses on yourself and that you may not need to, but your belief system is just saying, oh, I need to do this and I need to do that, I need to run around, I need to do my to-do list, I need to do, you don't need to do any of it really, but your belief system is just saying you do, but your body is saying you don't. So that's back. So top, middle and bottom as well, all have different messages and different things to enlighten us on. So I will be running through those because some of those are quite big things to run through. So what I will probably do is do videos on doing each body part separately. So I'll be doing one on neck, one on the top of the back, one on the middle of the back, one on the bottom of the back, one on pelvis and one on legs. But roughly in this video I'll just give you a rough little idea of what your body's messengers are trying to tell you within these aches and pains. So back is stress. Pelvis is about you've got a limiting belief I'm unlovable. How untrue is that? So no wonder your body is kind of like, if you've got those aches and pains in your pelvis, your body's saying, oh, you are lovable, you know, you're just not recognizing it, and your belief needs a little bit of a looking at it differently. Legs are about sense of responsibility. So some of our limited beliefs, we could plow on so many responsibilities on ourselves that we simply don't need to. Again, there'll be some belief systems around we need to take on responsibilities, and there'll be some past traumas in past lives, or even from our ancestors. So our ancestors that have been through traumas will also pass down this energy through their DNA to our DNA. So a trauma that our fourth down the line grandmother may have experienced will appear in your DNA as potentially an ailment. However, DNA isn't fixed. You know, you can, if you recognize kind of where this belief and behavior is coming from, it means that there is a potential that you can also change how this is reacting within your body. So quite an exciting concept that I came across. So I'd just like to talk a little bit about that. So I'm going to love you and leave you for now on this video, and on my next video I'm going to be talking about the neck and your potentials. So have an amazing day, be compassionate to one another, most importantly be compassionate to yourself, make peace with yourself. Love the heck out of yourself, because each and every one of you is amazing. It is amazing, just being here right now. So thank you so much for joining me today and listening to this, and hope to see you in the next one. All right guys, take care, enjoy your day, bye, love you all.